Okay, so you're thinking about keeping your crypto safe, right? Like really safe, Fort Knox level.
Yeah, everyone wants that peace of mind.
And you might have bumped into this idea, this 25th word
Mm-hmm.
thing, especially with hardware wallets like Ledger.
Mm-hmm. The passphrase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So today, let's dive straight into that. We're looking at what this extra passphrase really is,
Yep.
how it works with your normal 24 words, and what it actually means for your security.
Right. And we've looked at Ledger's own guides, some Reddit discussions, and there was a useful YouTube video on choosing good ones.
Yep. So the mission basically is to figure out if this advanced feature is something you should consider.
Well, it's fascinating stuff because adding just one word, or, well, a phrase, it can completely change the game.
How so?
So this passphrase, it can be up to 100 characters, anything you choose. It doesn't just slightly alter your existing wallet. Ledger makes it clear. It generates totally new, completely separate crypto addresses.
Okay. So it's not like a password for the 24 words.
Not really, no. It works with the 24 words. But think of it more like, okay, imagine your 24 words unlock a building.
Got it.
Adding a specific passphrase doesn't just open a different door in that building. It unlocks a whole separate building next door that looks identical from the outside maybe, but inside it's completely different accounts.
Huh. So one set of 24 words could potentially secure multiple distinct stashes of crypto, depending on the passphrase you use. Or if you use no passphrase at all.
Precisely. And technically, yeah, like you said, each unique passphrase spins up a unique set of private keys and addresses. We saw this on Reddit, too, people mentioning you can even link different passphrases to different PIN codes on the Ledger device itself.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you could have like one PIN for your everyday low-stakes wallet.
And another PIN tied to a passphrase that unlocks your main hidden stash.
Exactly.
So why bother with this extra step? What's the main advantage?
Security. Plain and simple. That's the big one. Ledger emphasizes this if someone gets hold of your 24-word recovery phrase, which is, the nightmare scenario.
Yeah. They still can't access the funds that are protected by a passphrase they don't know. Those accounts remain hidden and inaccessible.
That leads to that idea of plausible deniability we saw mentioned, doesn't it?
It does. Both Ledger and folks on Reddit brought this up. If you're ever, say, under duress, forced to give up access, you could potentially reveal the PIN or even the 24 words for a wallet that only holds a small amount. Your primary assets hidden behind that passphrase only, would stay safe.
That's a pretty powerful feature. But there have to be downsides, right? Risks.
Oh, absolutely. And this is crucial. Forgetting the passphrase, well, that's catastrophic.
Like really gone.
Gone forever.
Yeah.
The sources, especially that YouTube guy, were really clear on this. Your normal 24-word recovery phrase won't bring back the accounts associated with that passphrase. It just won't work. They are cryptographically distinct.
So backup becomes even more critical.
Exponentially more critical. And different, too. With the 24 words, there's some redundancy. Sometimes the first few letters are enough. But a passphrase, you need it backed up perfectly. Character for character.
Spaces, symbols, capitalization.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything. Exactly as you created it. The crypto guide video really hammered this home. One tiny mistake in your backup, and those funds are inaccessible. Think metal backups. Serious stuff.
And the passphrase itself needs to be strong, I assume. Not just password 123.
Definitely not. All the sources agreed. Avoid birthdays, pet names, reused online passwords. Those are weak points. Hackers can try dictionary attacks or brute force them.
The YouTube video mentioned something called diceware.
Yeah, that's a method using random words, often generated by rolling dice, to create a passphrase that's both very strong and potentially easier to remember or securely back up than just random characters. It's about balancing complexity and usability.
Okay, and how do you actually use it with the device? Is entering it risky?
That's a good point. Ledger handles this well, apparently. You can enter the passphrase directly on the hardware wallet itself.
So it's not typed into your computer where, like, malware could potentially grab it.
Exactly. It mitigates that online interception risk, which is a plus.
Now, one interesting thing from Reddit. These accounts are hidden, but maybe not totally invisible. Someone mentioned that if the main wallet, the one without the passphrase, always has a tiny balance, it might make someone suspicious that there's more somewhere else.
That's a fair point, a nuance. It's not perfect stealth, perhaps, more like very strong obfuscation.
Okay, so let's sort of wrap this up. A passphrase, this optional 25th word, adds a really significant layer of security. It creates entirely separate hidden wallets, offers that plausible deniability.
Right, big advantages, but, and it's a big but, It comes with immense responsibility. You forget it, or you mess up the backup even slightly, and those assets are permanently lost.
Yeah, that's the trade-off. It's quite the aha moment, though, realizing one seed phrase can branch out like that.
So the final thought for you listening is this. Given your own approach to risk, how careful you are with backups, does this extra security layer feel worth the added responsibility? Maybe check out those dice worry methods if you're considering it.